SH Monster Arts 1964 Godzilla. So, I don't know how deep of a review I'm going to do here. This figure's been out for some time now, so I'm a little late to the party. Let's get right to it. Here's your box. Okay. Pretty basic box. Let's not talk about the box. By now, everybody's seen the box. We've all seen. There's plenty of reviews out there. I'm gonna just cover the figure more on my own opinion about it. You want to check out a good review? Go check out Diego Doom's review for this figure. After watching his review, I was like, all right, you know what? I was like, I gotta pick this up. There has been a lot of skepticism, distaste. This figure left a bad taste in a lot of collectors' mouths. When it was first announced, there was a lot of excitement because, all right, SH Monster Arts, you know, now we're moving into Showa figures, Showa Kaiju. So we were like, great, maybe we'll start seeing King Ghidorah, Rodan, Mothra, Titanosaurus, Mechagodzilla 74, 75, you know, just to name a few. So we thought that was going to happen. Now, what other better figure to start off with other than Godzilla 64? That was the case. We started off with Godzilla 64, and right off the bat, figure comes out. You know, they start showing pictures of him. These giant triangles above his thighs and in the hip section. It looks horrible in pictures, but I can tell you right now that looking from it, in my own eyes, it's not that bad. I mean, yeah, they're distracting. These seams are very distracting, but it looks worse in a picture on the computer. Another issue was the legs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys in a little closer so we can see up close what I'm talking about, okay? Alright, so let's get to the nitty-gritty stuff here. First thing that sticks out as a sign of distraction is these seams right here. You know, they look really bad, as you can see from here. But when you're looking at the figure with your own eyes, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's distracting. Don't get me wrong. It's very distracting. But I don't really think it takes too much away from the figure. It's the same thing on the other side. You know, I mean, it's just, like, really, why? They could have just made... They didn't have to do this on any other ones. That bad. Okay? But that was a problem. Another issue is the legs. You know, you get him out of the box and it looks like he's doing splits almost. But what I found, you know, after playing with him, I've been messing around with him for quite, you know, about a week now. Maybe almost 2 weeks. But if you grab the legs from here and you just push them in and bam. You know, it almost takes away this childbearing hip split leg look, you know, away. So grab the hips and the legs and just turn them in. And you almost have a normal Godzilla 64 stance. Okay, so that's not that bad. I mean, that looks horrible. It was like, what the hell is he doing? So you want to put it up like that. At least that's how I'm doing mine. Up like that. So not too bad from the front. Alright, one of the other biggest distracting things is, it's hard to tell because of my shirt, but this gap right here. Like, really? Now, I haven't seen Mothra vs. Godzilla Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster in a while. Not that long. But this gap, it should be equally distributed between each dorsal plate. So there's a fix out there. You remove this one with an X-Acto knife, cut it, and just move it up a little bit. That way, it's evenly spaced between the main biggest dorsal plate in the back, and one of the lower back ones. Okay, but that's really distracting. I mean, look at it. You can stick your whole finger in there. That's kind of horrible. That is the only thing that I really don't like about the figure the most. I can get over these triangle gaps here, these seams. I can get over it. Yeah, it looks like shit. There's no getting around that. So if anybody out there is going to say it doesn't look bad or it looks fine, no. Don't be so ignorant. Don't just sit there and say, oh, it's great because it's articulated as SH Monster Arts line. Yes, I collect this line, but you know, I'm a fan of it. But don't sit there and say it's perfect when it's not. Okay? I could say the same thing for every other line I have. Every figure line has its flaws. Okay? So let's not be ignorant, people. I will say, I enjoy this figure more. I have more pros for this figure than there are the cons. I mean, it's a 64. It's my favorite suit. You know, they nailed Godzilla's face pretty damn perfect, if you ask me. I mean, the eyes look great. You know, as far as the rest of the detail goes, it's pretty good. Articulation, probably another this is one of the other best articulated tails there are. So that's good. And I haven't had anything pop off on me just by regular, you know, use of the figure. The only way it'll pop off is, and I tried this to try to close that gap back there, is if you keep pushing back, it falls off like that. So that's because I forced it off. Nothing else on this figure has popped off, okay? Alright. Sure. It's a little smaller than the other SH Monster Art figures in the line, but so what? Who cares? Not a big deal. Doesn't really bother me. I mean, it has its criticism, don't get me wrong, but it's not that bad. It really isn't. And as a picky bastard that I am when it comes to detail and, you know, accuracy, it's not that bad. It really isn't. In my opinion. You know, I mean, I know there's people out there that really just don't like this, but it's pretty good. It's an adorable figure too, to be honest with you. The other thing that I don't agree with as far as the figure goes, the price. This should not have been like a $65 figure. It definitely should have been probably in the $50 range, even the $45. Maybe $45 is a little low, but should have definitely been in a little bit less money. I got it for $65 plus shipping off Amazon, so it wasn't bank breaking, but you know, it's pretty cool. Okay. So, not a complicated review. You know, I just want to throw my opinion out there. I like it. I'm glad I bought it. You know, I'm happy to say I have now every figure in the SH Monster Arts lineup so far that's been released. I really do hope they do some more Showa figures. You know, it does seem like SH Monster Arts and Tamashii Nations, they are learning as they go. You know, I wouldn't say that they're not listening to the criticism that they're getting on certain figures, but they are. It does look like they are making attempts to improve the line as they go. You know, case in point, you know, the wings on Batra, although Batra are done much more smarter than they were done for the King Ghidorah figure. So I'm still happy with this. It's the 64. You know, my favorite suit. Yeah, it's butchered a little bit on this figure, but it's pretty good. So that's my opinion. Just a quick little review. All right, guys. Remember, buy vinyl, fresh vinyl. Oh, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Mr. Fresh Vinyl, and check out Fresh Vinyl Reviews on Facebook. You know, that's for more pictures, behind the scenes stuff. You know, I'll keep you guys posted as far as what reviews I'm doing, and you know, just to chit chat more if you guys want questions or communicate. Another way I like to stay in contact with everybody. All right, that's all I got. Talk to you guys later. Boom.